So this arc has a 7x7 design, or it's like hidden within the design. What I mean by that is basically there's 4 lines at the base. Okay? So you have 4 lines at the base. Then you have the 2 witnesses at the top, which are the eagles. And then you have Liberty in the center. Whereas really, Liberty is actually the left pillar that's holding the middle pillar up. Or is keeping the middle pillar to herself. Okay? And this is the 7 figures here. So you have the 4, and then the 3, okay? And that's the 7x7, and that's 49. This is the 49 gates of Moses. They're the 49 gates of Bina, but those are the 49 steps that Moses reached. As he didn't get beyond the gate, he died at the gates of Moab, right, or something like that. And the 50th would be, the hidden piece is the 8th, which would be the torch itself, okay, is that 8th figure, okay? So, you have the 4 at the bottom, which are the children of Eos, the dawn, okay? Those are the 4 winds, the 4 suns, right? Because Leo's or lions are suns. So those are supposed to represent her 4 directions or her 4 suns. Estrella is her daughter, which is the blazing star, the torch that she holds. And Liberty is the left pillar. The right pillar is the morning star, the sun, or the father, Hokmah. Okay, which is the equivalent of Aster, the father of the dawn. Okay, the mother of the dawn is Eos, and then the 4 children at the bottom are the 4 winds that hold the base down in place. Okay, because they're the 4 directions of the earth. That's why they're at the base, right? And then the eagles are the 2 pillars of the sun and the moon. Okay? And the moon is the one capturing or creating the dome, okay? So the left pillar is supposed to represent holding up the dome or creating the firmaments, because that's the architect, okay? Bina is the architect, or Bet. The letter Bet is the house or the structure. That is the dome around us, right? And I'm not saying that it's a physical dome. I'm just saying the actual blueprint of reality is based off of these rings that are like a dome that's holding back the what's behind it, which is the blazing star. And so it's encapsulated. The actual torch itself is outside of the reach of what we have accomplished with the 7x7, okay? So there are secret 7 characters on the ark. There's 8 people on the ark. Okay, Noah had 8 people on the ark. Okay, this is the secret of the 50 gates. Okay, which is why Moses never reached 49. Because he only had 7, there's 8. So for there to be a crossing over to the other side, there has to be the Holy Spirit, or the dove, has to come down from the dome or fall from or break the architecture of the Mother Bina, who's holding her in place. So the mic is dropped. I was also looking up this stuff about Ivy mic. No, I don't. Wait, do I have it up here? No, I don't. Yeah, I'll just make a quick reference to that. Ivy mic. Oh. Okay, so here's my mother's name is Ivy, and I've been using her as a reference to show how it's related to the Statue of Liberty as like the clinging star, the vine that's holding or creating the rings or the architecture, because Bina represents the architect or the creator of the firmament, the rest of the firmaments. After, because she's the third, she creates the enclosure, which is the triangle, okay? The first is Keter, the second is Hokmah, and then that third principle is Bina, and she creates the enclosures, okay? She copies them and then makes them, it makes multiples of them, okay? So she creates the bodies, she creates the environment too. She creates the principles within the in the environment and the categories, and she categorizes everything. She's the accuser, the announcer. That's why she's dropping the mic, okay? The announcer is the formalizer, the bee. The bee is the one who creates the resonance or the walls of sound, which are frequencies, okay? The frequencies determine what we see, and then turns that into what it is, like a category, right? So that we can actually have it as a table of elements to use to create other things. So Ivy drops the mic, which is the mini, because microphone is like mini mic. So Ivy drops the mini mic, which is the 8th Sephiroth, okay, which is Hod. The firstborn son is Hod, okay? After Malchut and in the moon, the foreskin of the moon create Hod, which is the firstborn of the ones on the side pillars, okay? One of the 4 sons. And Ivy drops the mini mic, which is like a mini announcer, mini announcement, into the sea. That's just that's just the symbolism I'm getting from this, but I might expound on that further, because there's more to it than that.